Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? It's your boy Mike D, aka DDE80, aka 13th Wonder of the World. How y'all doing on this happy Wednesday? Happy Wednesday to everybody on this hump day. Thank you for listening. Shout out to the Point Place players. Shout out to B.Ray. Hold it down, my boy. Hold it down. Hold it down. Like I tell everybody every day. Remember, God got you here for a purpose. And we all here just trying to do all we can be. Do what we need to do to get ourselves together. To get ourselves accomplished in our life. And the dreams that we want to make happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I will have a format today on this Wednesday. Wow. And it's going to be probably a little minute when I be on here. I'm going to be on here for a little minute, excuse me. NXT, I'm only going to talk about a few things. I'm not going to talk about the whole show. I'm just going to talk about the headlines that I saw. I watched the show last night. I liked the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say this. Tiffany Stratton is going to be something serious when she gets to the main roster. If they book her the way that they're booking her on NXT, Tiffany Stratton is going to be a star. Bar none. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it. Tiffany Stratton is going to be a star. It doesn't matter about the looks because she's very beautiful. But the in-ring, and the work on the microphone, Tiffany Stratton has it, ladies and gentlemen. And she's only like 26 or 21. I don't know how old she is, 20-something. But she has it. And if she gets on the main roster, she's going to be serious. Something serious to look at and something serious in the ring. Tiffany Stratton got it, guys. But before I talk about that, I want to go back to sports. I want to talk about the WNBA playoffs. I'm not going to talk about the Major League playoffs, Major League Baseball playoffs, because the simple fact of the matter is they're just winding down their season. I told you already the story about Otani. They don't think Otani's going to come back to the Angels. I hope that he goes to a franchise team like the Yankees or the Astros or the Dodgers or somebody like that needs to pick him up. Because they're going to have a winner if he goes there. He can make a team better and be World Series contenders. I'm telling you that right now, ladies and gentlemen. But the WNBA playoffs, man. The Liberty knocks out the Mystics. And the Wings of Dallas knock out the Dream of Atlanta. Ryan Howard and them, they put up a fight, but looked like they gave up the fight in the second half. Looked like they were getting blown out in the first half. Just as well as the Mystics. They tried to come back and make the game. They made the game, actually. Went into overtime. But it was just too much of Stewie and the girls. Now we're going to see what happens. Because if Connecticut wins tonight, then Connecticut probably is going to end up playing the Liberty in the second round. And the Aces are probably going to play the Wings. But if they lose to the Lynx, don't you think that's going to be a big shocker that Deanna Bonner and Alyssa Thomas goes home in the first round? It could possibly happen. But I'm hoping that the Sun get their act together and sunshine on the link. That's what I'm hoping for. Get it together, Bonner. Get it together, Thomas. Make it happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to wrestling. Raw. Monday night, we saw Drew McIntyre finally take a heel turn, attacking Cody Rhodes. or leaving Cody Rhodes or something like that. I can't remember what happened. I didn't watch the last part of it. But they said that his heel turn had came. Jey Uso lost to Drew McIntyre. I know that part. So are they going to make Cody versus Drew? What a great match that would be. Two former tag team champions in the past are now feuding with each other. This is all, ladies and gentlemen, to set Cody Rhodes up for Roman Reigns. Or set him up for Seth Rollins or whoever's going to be the World Heavyweight Champion. But I think you finish the dream with Cody versus Roman. Because if he beats a guy like Seth, the dream has happened, but it's not the dream that he wants. He wants to be WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. And that's all I see from that. Tommaso Ciampa wants to fight Gunther. Do I think Tommaso Ciampa can beat Gunther? Yes, I can. But will he beat him? I don't think so. LA Knight, if he was to come to Raw, he could beat Gunther. Yes, I said it. Jey Uso could beat Gunther. Cody Rhodes could beat Gunther. There's a lot of guys that can beat Gunther. But I'm telling you guys, this as facts as I know it. Tommaso Ciampa can beat Gunther. I hope that he does, but I doubt it. I hope they need to prove me wrong on that. They need to prove me wrong on that right there, ladies and gentlemen. Because I believe that Gunther is probably going to be champion until next year. That's the way it's looking. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, but I just want to say this here. Nia Jax is wrecking shop. But if Nia Jax is not going to win a title, then she's just there for nothing. Just to make interest. Put her in the ring. Let her compete for the title. If she wins, then build her back up to get back to that status. Because all she is a Braun Strowman type character right now. Wreck everybody. And then when it comes down to the match for the title, she loses. I hope that's not going to happen with Nia Jax. They needed to bring her back for a reason. If you think that she's a problem, send her to NXT. Let her compete for the NXT title. She would win that hands down. You know, Becky Lynch took on Natalya. Natalya is one of the greatest women wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. It's a shame that Natalya does not get the recognition that she deserves. It's a shame that she does not even get a shot at a title. It's crazy. I think she deserves it. I think she earns that much respect that she should be a women's champion. But they don't give it to her. Judgment Day, still wrecking shop. Next week, they got KO and Sammy in a rematch for the tag team titles. They're not going to win. Kevin and Sammy are not going to win. Not right now. Unless they're about to pull the plug on Damian Priest being with the Judgment Day. Dragon Lee goes up against Baby Mysterio next week. Baby Mysterio is probably going to win, or it's going to be some type of foolishness where they make that match with him and Ali a triple threat match. And Mustafa Ali has the pressure on him. Because if he does not win this match at NXT at No Mercy, then he does not need to even try to attempt for a title no more. He needs to go back to the main roster and be a jobber. And I said it. Because the guy has too much potential for him not to be a champion. Stacks and Tony D. the NXT Tag Team Champions. I don't know who's going to fight them for the tag team titles. I think you go with the Creed brothers. The Creed brothers would love to go up against them. I think you go with Gallus. Gallus would probably want to take, or they've already beaten Gallus, if I'm not mistaken, to get the tag team title. I want to see somebody go up against these guys and challenge them. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in another podcast, I will be talking about some of the greatest NXT tag team champions there were in history. Teams like DIY, Ciampa, and Gargano, FTR, which was known as the Revival, AOP, the Viking Raiders, War Raiders at the time, all these different tag teams, the Wyatt family, all these different tag teams I will be talking about in a upcoming podcast. So get your ears ready for that. And you can always chime in if you don't like the teams that I pick. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about the greatest WCW cruiserweights. And there's a lot of them, from Chris Jericho to Rey Mysterio to Dean Malenko to Eddie Guerrero to Ultimate Dragon, La Parka. Who else is there? It's a lot of Juventud, Psychosis and all those boys, X-Pac, all those boys that were in WCW for the cruiserweight title. Billy Kidman. Thought I forgot about Kidman. Kidman was a great cruiserweight champion, but I'll be talking about that in a future podcast. On a serious note, I want to talk about the Michigan State Spartans coach, Mel Tucker, if I'm not mistaken. He was fired from Michigan State because of sexual harassment accusations. The report came out yesterday that he finally spoke about it. They had suspended him first, then they fired him. This man had like a 10-year deal or something where they owed him up to $70 million, something like that. The man now is telling them it's a inside job, or no, not an inside job. He says it's a conspiracy against him. That's basically what he said. And he's telling people that the organization, that the school owe him money. Brother, I respect you as a black man. I really do. But man, let me tell you something. It is going to be hard for you to breathe to get those accusations off of you, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for you, man. It's going to be tough. But I'm praying for you. I hope that, that it's not true what happened. But if it's true, take your lick. Keep on kicking, man. God got you. If you're wrong, I hate that you're wrong. I don't condone none of that. But I want you to understand, if you're right and you didn't do it, keep God in your prayers, man. Pray to God, man. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now, because it's been said enough and I don't want to talk about it no more. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about the guy, Travis Henry, that got hurt in the Colorado game, who plays for the Colorado Bulldogs. There's been death threats going to the man from Colorado State. They're telling him, they're giving him death threats because what happened to Travis Henry. Man, Deion Sanders says it's not that serious to be doing that. It's all a part of the game. I know he did a dirty hit, but come on, man. You don't think that man feels bad about what happened, man? That man's devastated by what happened. That man is hurt by what happened. He didn't intend, I don't think he wanted to hurt the man or whatever, but you guys got to stop that. That's a man's livelihood. That man plays college football. Things like that happen. Come on, man. Y'all got to ease up on him. Yes, he's hurt. Yes, it was a dirty hit. But don't try to make the man talk about you want to send the man death threats. Stop it. We need to quit living in a society like that. Ridge Holland is going through the same thing in WWE for what happened to Big E. There is people on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, all these platforms, social media platforms, attack Ridge Holland for what happened to Big E. The people out there that's actually hurting people, you're not saying nothing about that. Come on, man. We got to be a better society than that. We got to be smarter than that. Come on, man. We got to be better than that for real, though. Seriously. We have to be better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all sending this man death threats, man. This man don't need no death threats, man. Let that man finish out his NCAA career, man. And that's all I got to say about that, ladies and gentlemen. I just want people to know that this is what it is right now. We're in the height of fall coming up, football season, basketball, college, and NBA. I can't wait for the NBA, man, because I will, and I'm promising you this now, I will have B.Ray on as my co-host. We're going to get on AMP and we're going to talk about the NBA season. I'm going to get B.Ray back on here for you guys. We're going to do it on the AMP. We're going to do it on the AMP app. And we're going to have another talk about football, college football, and everything. Because I need my brother on here just as well as he come talk to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's coming soon to an AMP app near you. Hopefully, it probably will be one day of the weekend. I don't know yet. You know, depends on how our schedules are. Because usually on the weekend I do be busy, you know. But I can always make time for my brother. We are going to start talking about basketball, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start talking about it. We're going to start getting it ready for the season. And we in there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for listening to me. I will be back on later with the AEW Dynamite preview because it's going to be a great card tonight of great wrestling tonight. You're going to see it, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and I'm going to give you my previews on them, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow about Major League Baseball, WNBA playoffs. Tomorrow, of course, is Thursday night football on Prime. The Giants versus the 49ers. I'll give you my prediction on that. An Impact Wrestling 1,000 episode show starts again. I was supposed to talk about it last Friday, but I didn't. But I will talk about it this Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, peace out. Have a great day. God bless you. God keep you. Enjoy your Wednesday. I'll be back on later.